Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually on the old lake. I'm sitting here letting old Bessie warm up right now. We're gonna go see if we can catch some. The water temperature is 58.2. Water temperature 58.2, and water is fairly clear, even after all the rain that we got here the last few days ago. Water's pretty clear, so we're gonna go give it a try here in just a second. It's pretty dang windy. We got south winds, 15-20 mile an hour. Anyway, I believe we about got her warmed up now. I'm gonna turn it off and we're gonna get to fishing. Got my headgear today. See, it's windy. I was afraid you wouldn't be able to hear me back here at the windshield, so I brought my head deal today. We're gonna see what we can do. Yeah, may do some crappie fishing here in a little bit too if I have time. Don't have a whole lot of time before I have to go get ready for work, but I wanted to get out and see if I could catch a fish or two. Trying to get my reel set right so I can make the cast that I need to. There we go. I finally broke loose. Gave myself a backlash whenever I got to break loose, dadgummit. Oh well. Part of it. As all my videos, they are not edited out. You get to see everything that happens and all the mistakes and all the good stuff. You get to see it all on this channel. I don't like watching videos where it all looks like everything's all good, because nothing ever is all good all the time. You need to see what it's like out here in the real world instead of dream world. I may have put too much line on this thing. There's a rock pile out here that I'm going to be fishing to begin with. See if I can find it. It should be right out there somewhere. Right out there pretty close. It's not real deep, so it doesn't take long to get to the bottom. But I always have pretty good luck on this little rock pile. Water temperature 58 degrees, those fish ought to be moving up shallow. Ought to be moving up shallow. Got some moss on that throw. Do some fan casting out here until I find it. Weeds are not as far out as they normally are, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit. There we are. I found it. That cast. I'm bouncing across the rocks. Getting out here a little late. Well, there's a lot of moss on this out here. I might have to throw something else. I worked last night, so I slept in a little bit this morning because I got to work again tonight. So it's like 11 o'clock when I'm getting out of here. I missed the good early morning bite. May have to go over and try some of that timber over there. There's a lot of little brush in the water over there, just under the surface. May have to go fish some of that. May have to get out here deeper. I was really bouncing the rocks that time. I can't believe I didn't get a bite. Guy at the little boat dock fishing pier over there. Showed me one of the guys over there, he caught about a 5-pound bass this morning over there off the fishing pier. It's cloud cover. They may be up a little shallower. May have to get to the buzz bait and spinner bait and go up there to the bank and see if they're up there shallow. It's weird, this is usually one of my little honey holes. I can usually come right here and catch a few. It's a good staging area because there's brush, some brush, and that rocks. Good staging area for those fish to be on. Thought about fishing the dam over there, but there's people lined up over there on that dam. There's one. How did I miss that? I don't know how in the world I missed that. He must have let go just about the time that he must have let go about the time I set the hook, because I felt the weight and I felt the head shake and he was gone. Felt like a good one. Felt like it had a lot of weight to it. Felt like a good bass. That felt like a good one. Oh, I got him that time. That does feel like a good one. Feels like the same fish too. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good fish. Oh yeah. Big old healthy female. Big old healthy female. Full of eggs. On the old fighting frog. The old fighting frog never lets me down. Get a picture of the old fat girl. back in she goes. Back in she goes. That's about a 3-pounder. Good way to start off. Get back out here and get back in position. See if I can get another one of those big girls to bite. What I'm fishing today is a wobblehead, 3/8 ounce wobblehead. This is the Tilapia Magic Big Bite Fighting Frog, and the wobblehead is a True Faith Custom Baits wobblehead. I'm throwing the Falcon Lowrider rod, 7/4. It's the heavy cover jig rod. I got 18-pound fluorocarbon with a Bruin ELS reel. I think this is a 7-to-1 reel, if I'm not mistaken. But one of my favorite baits this time of year is, well, about all time of the year, is that swing head with a fighting frog on it. I have caught a lot of fish and won quite a bit of money on the old fighting frog. Got hung up in a rock for a minute. Had to get myself out of the rock. This True Faith Custom Bait wobblehead comes out of the rocks pretty dang good, and comes out of the rocks and the brush pretty good. I fish brush piles, rock piles, lay downs. It's good to pay attention where you throw on every cast, because I missed that fish and then threw back to the same place and he came back and got it. If I wasn't paying attention where I was casting, I wouldn't have had a chance to get a second. I wouldn't have been able to get a second chance on that fish. I think that's another one right there. Oh, nope. I may have just been in the weeds. Felt like a fish. I knew that first time when I got that first bite. I knew it was, well, it may have been because that hook's exposed. Like I said, this is a good, it's kind of a point right there in all them rocks, and it's got plenty of water depth, and water being 58 degrees, good place for them to stack up. Good place for them females to stack up and be waiting on the males to make make them a bed. I go over here and try my old road bed, see if there's any stacked up on it. Blasted moss. This old swing head jig's kind of like a crankbait and jig all wrapped up into one. So I can keep it constantly reeling across the bottom, ticking on them rocks. And that attracts those fish. Sometimes on these wobble heads, those fish will come in there and nose down on your bait and try to pin it down on the rock and kill it a little bit, stun it a little bit before they try to eat a big old crawdad. And so sometimes I set the hook too quick. You want to give them just a few minutes, or not a minute, but a few seconds to get the bait in their mouth before you set the hook on those wobble heads. May get up there here in a minute and throw the old buzzbait around that shallow cover. Water temperature is 58 degrees. They'll hit that buzzbait now. They will hit that buzzbait. Once that water temperature hits 50 degrees, I start throwing a buzzbait. I start slinging the buzzbait once it hits 50 degrees. You just want to reel it just fast enough to keep it on top of the water, and it will catch you some big bass this time of year. That one. Yep. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, he came back and hit it again. He wants it. There he is. Got him that time. Oh. Oh, another good one. I'm gonna have to get me a new fighting frog after that. That one